Hello everyone and welcome to the newest episode of China Stories. This is the series in which I tell you guys some stories about my experiences here in China. It's weird because I've actually found this series fairly hard to do because as a foreigner so many things happen to you in China that are just crazy that you just kind of lose any sense of normality. And I can only remember kind of the craziest or the most recent ones. So I'm going to tell you about something that happened a couple weeks ago to me as I was out cycling, and I'll actually tie it into another one that happened to me when I first came to China. There's a phenomenon that exists here in China, and that is if you go anywhere that is kind of outside a major city or just kind of anywhere off the beaten path, somewhere without a lot of foreigners, the Chinese people will look at you like, oh my God, there's a foreigner here. And they kind of freak out. They don't know what to do. And you're treated almost as like an alien or this thing that they've seen in movies, and they're like, they don't know how to process it. They freak out. And sometimes you get treated to really nice meals, or people will invite you in, or you'll just have so many opportunities to network and make friends in ways that you can't really do in cities with a lot of foreigners. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to tell you two stories in which that happened to me, and let's get into it. First story, this was when I was in Lanzhou way back in 2011. I had just come to China. I was a student. I hadn't really made any friends yet. I was sitting in the library just kind of studying by myself, and two people came up to me, started talking and all this kind of stuff, and we just became friends, and they invited me to go over to the west campus of that university. And I went over to that campus, and I arrived, I stepped off the bus, I was like, oh my God, everybody freaked out. They were staring at me and all this, and I met my friend and we were walking, and like this couple came up to us and like, oh my God, a foreigner. Can we talk to you guys for a second? I didn't really understand what was going on, but the gist of it was like, they've never seen a foreigner before. We want to invite him over to our place. We're gonna cook some stuff. We're gonna do this. We've got an apartment off campus and all this. They were students, and we went. So me and a couple of my Chinese friends, we actually just went over to somebody's place, and they cooked a big like 5 or 6 course meal for us, just out of curiosity to, see how I would use chopsticks or how I would eat, or, if I could speak Chinese and stuff like that. Then they invited a whole bunch of other people, and there was eventually like 10 or 15 people there total, students and of all ages and stuff. And I eventually met a couple of really good friends there. And like, I still talk to them every now and then to this day. And that concludes story number 1. Story number 2, this actually happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is why I still remember it. Now, you guys who've been watching my recent videos, you know that I've taken to cycling, right? This is something that I like to do once or twice a week. I cycle out to the countryside and just, find a village or just find something new to see and something new to experience. Because that's what it's all about, finding new experiences and doing new stuff. It's fantastic. But I was out riding on this little country lane, just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and it's just farmland as far as the eye can see. I was filming this shot right here, and as I was checking the footage, I was watching it through the screen. I was like, okay. This guy comes up behind me. He's like, hello. I was like, he scared the crap out of me. I didn't hear him come up or what. He just scared me. And we started talking, and he was a farmer. Like, I was filming just right beside his house there, and he was a really nice dude, and he invited me in for tea. And I was like, I don't really want to do it. He's like, come on, man, it's hot, just come on inside and take a load off. You can go whenever you want, it's fine. So I accepted and walked over to his house and just went into his house, and there were a whole bunch of other farmers kind of gathered in there, all drinking tea and smoking and chatting and just having a good time. And then they saw me, and they couldn't believe that there was a foreigner there. And, we just got talking about farming and life in America, cultural differences, money, my job, and all kinds of things. It was a nice little chat. I was there for about an hour or so, maybe a little more, and then I headed off. They wished me well, and we parted as friends. It was a really, really nice, refreshing experience. So that's the thing here. When you're in China, make sure to get out of the cities. Get out into the countryside and see something new, see something different, because the people there will be really happy to see you. They would love to talk to you. And it's just a great time. It's a really great time. You can do this by yourself. You can take a couple of local friends or whatever. I don't care how you do it, but do it sometime. It'll really, really enrich your China experience. And it's happened to me loads of times here. And it's a nice experience every single time. Every single time has been a great experience. So please do it. With that being said, I think I'm gonna sign off now. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.